Hey fellas, how you doing? I'm iRue399. Welcome to the GTA 5 show. Are you looking for a vehicle that can go on-road brilliantly as well as off-road up your mountains? Well, I have the perfect solution for you. Yes, I do. I came across it the other day. I don't know, you may be aware that I'm interested in mountain climbing in GTA 5. I just am, because you've got to I like it, right? But the thing I struggled with was actually getting up the mountain, because of course a lot of vehicles don't do it very well. And any of the sort of off-road cars that are designed for off-road haven't got enough power behind them to get them up the hill. So I decided to come up with this baby. The off-road supercar, and that basically is a supercar which I bought off the net and bunged some wheels on it that are pretty crazy, slashed some turbo on it, made the transmission a bit better, done a little bit up, threw everything on it, custom tyres, off-road tyres may I add, and that is the key thing here. Now anybody could have come up with this, but I came up with it. I don't know if anyone else has. And I thought, let's test it out, because quite often you stick some off-road tyres on a vehicle, it doesn't do as well on road, really. It's designed for the gravel, and it seems to be that the power that is behind that bloody car, the Cheetah I think I'm showing here, maybe not, I did a couple of them, is good enough to keep you going on the road, and it's fairly manageable. Right, then you go off-road, and I'm not even kidding, you may as well be running up a flight of stairs, man, because it's vertical at some points, and there is just enough power behind that car, and enough grip from those heavy wheels to be able to get you straight up that mountain. And of course, it's one of those things where if you can do it in GTA Online, I definitely will be doing it on GTA Online. It's the perfect car. I mean, there is nothing wrong with it. Aside from the fact that when you come down a hill, maybe it doesn't survive as well as anything else. But it's got the speed there, and that's kind of what I was after. It was just like what am I lacking? Power. Well, let's get some power. And that was great. So, I mean, what am I thinking about GTA at the moment? Because I quite often, right, what I like doing, or have been doing, is I get a car, right, I'm on my way to a mission, which I've finished most of them now, by the way. I get there, I'll get my car, I'm like, oh, that looks nice. And I get out of the car and I get another one. I think, yeah, this is a bit quicker, but it can go faster. Let's go to the garage. And then I find myself road testing it out in the middle of nowhere, and I end up flipping it over and busting it. And then I'm thinking, well, I'm quite far away from Los Santos now. So, I like the ability to, I guess, have the capabilities of going off-road as well as on-road as most effectively, because you want to get everything out of the car that you've got. It is effective, it does work. I mean, there are more uses than just going up a bloody mountain, for crying out loud. That is just the peak of what it can do. But I sort of thought, if you're ever being chased by the police, that is a perfect getaway vehicle. You slap some armour on it, it can't be shot through, you put a few things like you can drive relatively well. It's quite sturdy when you're on the road and off-road as well. I mean, I've tested it a few times, it does look good. So, you can nick it, if you can find anything really. If you can steal something, you don't have to buy a particular one. I just sort of went up on the net, and the Cheetah, of course, it's got a lot of power behind it, and so is the other one. I mean, you probably could do it with other vehicles as well, in fairness. Anything that you can put off-road tyres on that's got a lot of power behind it. Like I said, I wasn't too keen on the fact that the other ones didn't look nice, and they didn't, they were designed to go off-road, but they didn't go up the mountains. So that was kind of my little solution, and it's something that you can try out as well, because it is fun. And that's the point of this. The crux of it is that it's still very, very fun to do it, and I absolutely loved it. I really did find it fantastic. I was giggling like a little kid when I found out that I could just power up Mount Chiliad like it was nothing. You see in some parts as well, the car is basically vertical. It's just straight up, and it's going straight up because it's got the power behind it. I'd recommend getting the turbo, the very expensive one if you can, as well as the transmission. Get it all done up so that it really has no problems getting up the hill. You can feel the difference with the different cars, so give it a go. I mean, I like the customization. Would you like to see any more custom cars designed for a custom purpose? Today, like I said, the off-road supercar. Lovely. But I've been iRue399. Go ahead and share this video around if you'd like. I'd appreciate that a lot, to be honest with you, because I love that car. But anyway, catch you in a bit, fellas. We've got a live stream maybe coming up later on, so stay tuned to that as well. Bye bye.
shit, sorry.